The last thing in the world Haiti needs, and I'm not accusing Wyclef Jean of being an opportunist, I don't know the man. But I think it's extremely important that we pay great attention to both the individuals in the United States who are enamored with him, maybe not for his political strengths, and in particular for corporate interests that are enamored with him, and those that may themselves be opportunists on the back of the Haitian people. Right now, I worry that this is a campaign that is more about a vision of flying around the world, talking to people, as he said. It's certainly not one of the youth drafting him. I would be quite sure that this was an influence of corporations here in the United States and private individuals that may well have capitalized on his will to see himself flying around the world doing that. What the Haitian people need now is a leader who's genuinely willing to sacrifice. And one of the reasons I don't know very much about Wyclef Jean is I haven't seen or heard anything of him in these last 6 months that I've been in Haiti. I think he's an important voice. I hope he doesn't sacrifice that voice by taking the eye off the very devastating realities on the ground and the very difficult strategic future that it's got in putting itself back together.
You raised some serious questions about the motives behind Wyclef Jean's decision to run for president of Haiti. And I want you to be more specific if you can, Sean. This notion that there are some corporate interests here in the United States who may be pushing him to do this. What do you mean by that?
Well, the people that I've spoken to related to his campaign and those on the ground in Haiti claim these things, and so really I'm putting this forward to a very important oversight committee, and that's the media. You know, I watched Rick Sanchez prior to this program talking about himself and his frolic with baseball as a child for a long time, and in the meantime on my BlackBerry, a woman of 24 years old is dying because she didn't have attention to a tooth for the last 6 months in Haiti. I see in Wyclef Jean somebody who could well have been influenced by the promise of support from companies. I think that Haiti is clearly vulnerable to, in particular, the manufacturing concerns that it so desperately needs and the jobs that it so desperately needs, but with a history of American interests coming in and underpaying people. This is a culture of $1 to $2 a day that they were making, and we really can't, if we help with them in fixing this house. If it had a leak before the earthquake, it doesn't make much sense to rebuild it with the leak again. So what I'm encouraging is that we look very hard at all the donors, because this is somebody who's going to receive an enormous amount of his support if he continues this campaign from the United States. And I have to say, I'm very suspicious of it, simply because he, as an ambassador at large, has been virtually silent for those of us in Haiti. He has been a non-presence. He said earlier he was helping to move bodies and so on in the first days. That may well have been, and everybody's help was very needed. But his voice has really been most loudly that which allegedly had taken over $400,000 of money that was designated for Haitian relief for himself. He claims he didn't do it. I think that's going to have to be looked into. In the meantime, I've been there where I know what $400,000 could do for these people's lives, and for a 24-year-old girl right now who's dying. So I want to see someone who's really, really willing to sacrifice for their country, and not just someone who I personally saw with a vulgar entourage of vehicles that demonstrated a wealth in Haiti that in context was, I felt, a very obscene demonstration.